Here's an extra bonus turn 65 post-game review. So we've got the map revealed now. Can see what's going on in Fluffy's cities. I'm really curious how much production he's got. He's got 39 production here in this city with champions, 2 miners, a mine, champions family seat, barracks and rangers, a decent governor. Pretty cool. I am on the test branch here because I want to show off some of the new stats that are available. That should be live in game by April 13th, 2022. So if you're watching this later, that feature's probably already launched. If you're watching this as soon as this video comes out, it'll be out next week. And I'm also curious how many inquiries he got through. Looks like that's his artisan site, so no inquiries there. This is his inquiry site up here. Both sides, it looks like he just got 11 inquiries, so pretty significant. Nice little science boost for him. So yeah, you can see he's got some pretty nice tiles laid out. That early pyramids, which let him secure. I think he went stone cutting first. We'll find out when we rewatch the game, but let him secure pyramids. So yeah, let's look at some of the stats. Nope, I did not want to press the replay button. Stats. So national wealth, which I guess is money, food, iron, stone, and wood put together. I'm number 1, but Fluffy is pretty close behind. Population, we're very, very close as well. Specialists, I actually produced more specialists, significantly more, 17 versus 11. Was investing in those apprentice officers to try to catch up with champion production. Workers, 10 to 8, slight advantage in my favor. Military units, significant advantage in Fluffy's favor. 26 military units to 13, and fundamentally, like, we can toggle over here to military score graph. You can see I was basically behind military all game. I think this is the point I start freaking out, 53 or so. I'm like, oh my god, he is now stronger. I think we were all pretty equal here, so I wasn't worried. And he just, I think he's rushing out onagers at this point, and it just, yeah, there's, I mean, this is the story of the game in a graph. He produced a lot more military than I did, and then attacked with it. I was starting to spike production, but his attack came at the right time in order to shut me down. Had he waited until I sort of got fully ramped, I think my superior eco could have potentially been determinative. Maybe, we'll see. He cleared 9 camps, I cleared 5. He cleared 60 units. We both lost about the same number of units. Same number of laws. 23 techs to 16, that's another huge point, so he beat me on science. As you can see, just completely crushes it science-wise here. I don't know whether that counts inquiries as well, so if inquiries is on top of that, that's a lot of science. So yeah, I mean, if you beat your opponent in science and in military production, you're probably going to win the game. He had a 48-year reign, which is always great because just built up legitimacy. Your ruler has opinion. It's really nice to have that long reign. He got 8 goodie huts. I got 6, so pretty close. I think he stole 1 in the middle of the map. This we were by a turn, so pretty good there. I definitely invested a lot more in terms of improvements, 82 to 56, and got more wonders, but he definitely produced much more military. I'm loving this stat screen, especially the breakdown post-game. Civics production, I think, is still showing whatever isn't being spent on specialists, so it's really jagged. But you can see we're about roughly equal. Training-wise, this is overflow, so the fact that he's lower means he's building more units more often than I am. Science we've looked at. Money, both of us, I guess, had some mid-game money issues, but then we sorted out probably whenever we got tyranny. I think we both have tyranny as laws. Order-wise, I definitely have a superior order advantage. Like, look at that, 52, 37, so, but orders don't matter when you have no units to use them. Food-wise, yeah, I was sitting pretty in terms of food. And iron production caught up late game, but he had it when he needed it to get the units out on the field. Stone production was also in a very dominant economic position, so economy-wise it was really good. I just needed him to not attack me for, like, 15 turns so I could come with onagers, although the tech problem, especially with those 23 techs he discovered. I'm not sure this includes inquiries. I don't believe it does. I don't know for sure. Maybe it does. I'll have to watch what happens at 31, 32. Maybe he inherits with some ruler. I don't know. And wood production, neither of us really got wood production online. It's really hard to support ranges and onagers. Onagers don't require wood, they require stone upkeep, so but you can't really support units that require wood without lumber mills. And yeah, mill score, territory owned, territory explored, pretty equal. Resource prices, looks like that graph's not done yet on the test server, or it's not, the info isn't in the save there, which is very possible since we played this game before that feature was there. And victory points also, not yet in the save, but something to look forward to. Love it, loving the graph, loving that stat screen. Now has a pretty icon. Very cool. Yeah, so definitely looking to rewatching this game, which by the time you're listening to this video, you will probably have watched all the other turns. Just really, really nicely done. Sort of master clinic, I think, from Fluffy in terms of how to dedicate to military production and just go for it. He's got 14 production there, 10 here, 12. It looks like it's just really driving out of that 40 production super city. Champion seat is just so powerful where you can stack a bunch of bonuses. And then also, yeah, I think my best city here was 35, so not far behind, but it is being by this courtier I have, 78-year-old Boudica the Warlike, who's got 6 training and is just a complete badass. And I definitely did not make good use of her as a governor. I think I trained a lot of specialists and just pumping out units with her. Just really needed more units on the board. My econ is super strong. I have a ton of orders, so I think that is on me for investing in the longer game and not pressing the produce unit button. It's always hard in this game to know when to build specialists versus when to build units. I think I erred in this game in building a little too much in terms of specialists. So yeah, I think would have definitely been wise in retrospect to have built more units, especially since my economy is in amazing shape. I can definitely support more units, and I'm floating tons of orders every turn. So yeah, really, really fun, enjoyable game. Props to Fluffy for fun game, and definitely going to be rewatching this one from his perspective and the Inner Leaf perspective and seeing what I can learn. Really, really fun game, and thanks again, and congrats to Fluffy on the resounding victory. That graph there, let's just look at the science graph, really good, and the real important graph, military score, just like, woo, like turn 50, I still maybe have a chance to win this game. I think one of my titles is like, on turn 53 is I'm getting worried, you see why. And then he starts slow pushing me, and I'm like, I don't have units, and maybe I should have switched over to full unit production, except for I didn't quite have tech behind. I didn't have axemen yet. Still trying to get axemen. I was like, I feel really bad making warriors that I'm going to upgrade immediately into axes, or that won't even be finished by the time. And then I got my 4 laws after he did, and never even got machinery. I was 5 years away. I don't think I could have retreated here. So I'm definitely curious to do a rewatch and sort of see where I went wrong. But huge props to Fluffy on a resounding victory here on Coastal Rain Basin. Fun game, 64 turn victory for him, and looking forward to future matches. GG, well played.